Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another AEW Unmatched review. Today I'll be looking at Series 1, Darby Allin. On the side of the box you see an image of Darby, then on the back you see another image of Darby, the event, date, and place in which this image was taken, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, now that we have looked at the box, let's go ahead and open this figure up and take a closer look at Darby Allin. Alright, and here is Darby Allin out of the packaging, but before we take a look at the figure, let's go ahead and look at the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with a few accessories, which includes the black version of the TNT Championship belt and a skateboard. So taking a look at the skateboard, it's got some nice paint deco on the top of the board, which looks really nice. It says here the face of TNT. I really like the color scheme here. You've got an image of a skeleton's mouth right here in this purple color, so that is really cool. I like that. And then comparing that with the previous skateboard on the standard release version of Series 3, there is nothing on the top. And then when we flip the boards over, we've got more paint deco on the new board, while the old one has its paint applications on the bottom. So the new one does feature more paint apps on the skateboard, so that's really cool. Here we got an image of Darby Allin. It has his name and it says Relentless here. So really cool. I like how this board looks. I prefer this over the Series 3. And then here we have the black version of the TNT Championship belt. The latest version of the TNT Championship belt.
What?
No wait, never mind. It is not the latest. That would be the white version of the belt. So this one's the second latest, at least. But I'm sure eventually we'll get the white belt in figure form, and once we get that, I'm sure they're going to change the color again, probably to blue or pink. There are several more colors left. I'm sure they'll keep changing. But all jokes aside, this is a nice design belt. The paint apps look really good throughout. You got red here on the ribbon. Then look at the AEW logo. Got some silver and gold right there. That looks really good. And look at the side plates. Really good designs right there. Good paint. So we have received the first version of the belt previously with the ringside exclusive Cody Rhodes. So that is this version here. So that is how the two belts look. I do really like this new one here, this black one. So really awesome that we get this with the new Darby figure. Then the other accessory that he comes with is an entrance jacket. So this is really cool. Not a whole lot of paint here. You've got gold on the zippers and then some dirty brown patches all around. So I do like how the jacket looks. Now it is the exact same molding as the Series 3 jacket, but that one had a bunch of paint deco all around. This one just has a dirty look. And then the Series 3 also had paint deco in the front. So I do like how Jazzwares did give it a dirty look. It's not just a solid black plastic or black paint job. So good job Jazzwares on that. He does have a necklace just like the Series 3. Exact same necklace as before. And then taking a closer look at the head sculpt. This is a really good sculpt. It is brand new. It features a different expression than the Series 3. That one had a closed mouth look. I will show them side by side in just a moment. This one features an open mouth, or at least he's gritting his teeth, so not exactly a full open mouth. He is showing his teeth. The eyes are painted very well. The lips are painted very well. This side of the face looks really good. The blonde hair does go all the way down. That is different than Series 3 where he has a fade. The molding on the hair looks good. You do see a little bit of black coming onto this face, so that's from the painted side, which looks really good. Jazzwares did a great job on the paint deco here. Nice good clean line work. You see the teeth of the skeleton. The black of the eyes looks really good all the way around. I love how that looks. Then putting that side by side with the Series 3. We'll zoom out just a little bit. So different face paint from the two, different sculpt work. I think the likeness overall to Darby is pretty good. I will say that I do definitely prefer this head sculpt over the first one, so that looks really nice. Then taking a look at the body, it is the exact same mold as Series 3 as you can see. So same mold and everything. Biggest difference is that it has a different paint job. So the front of the body has this white paint all down the center on the left side of the torso. Then it's got these black tree branches here going up. The white goes all the way up to the neck. So that looks really cool. You'll also see a little bit on the shoulder on the left side here. And then he does feature the sleeve tattoo all the way down to his hand. So zooming in, this looks really good. I think they did a great job on the paint, showing off all the bones of the tattoo. Then even down to the hand here, you've got the letters on each finger that spells out free. The E on the pinky does look a little bit small, but I do like the choice of paint color. Looks a little more natural, whereas on Series 3, it's in black, so it looks more like someone wrote this with a Sharpie. And as you can see, The previous one did not have that arm tattoo. He also has pink fingernails on both hands. Wrist tape is painted pretty well. You got a little bit of white here on the hinge. Then, looking at the lower body, it is the exact same lower body as Series 3. It has a different paint scheme, so you got a little bit of white on the front shorts. And the belt are these studded belts, with the belts with those silver holes, so that is painted, it's not sculpted. You get these silver studs around the leg of the shorts. That gives you a closer look of how that looks. Again, this is painted, it's not sculpted. And then there's a close-up of the two lower bodies, so you can see the differences. No additional paint here on the cheeks, but that's fine. You don't need paint there. Legs are solid black, and then with the boots, they are the exact same boots as Series 3, with the exception of the new one has paint on the left boot. Alright, then going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint and a hinge, can look really high up, go that far down, turn side to side, and it can tilt slightly. Shoulder has a hinge, allows it to go that high up, goes all the way around. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a swivel and hinge at the wrist, ball joint at the upper diaphragm, allows him to go that far forward, that far back, turn side to side very well, and he can not really tilt. Ball joint at the waist allows him to go that far forward, go that far back, and not really twist all that much. Ball joints at the hips would allow the legs to go really far out, go that high up. There's a thigh cut, double jointed knees, rotation at the top of the boot. Ankle has a hinge, allows it to go that high up, that far down, and it has some great ankle pivot. And then here is a side-by-side look at the Unmatched Darby Allin next to Series 3 Unrivaled Darby Allin, and both figures share the exact same body mold, so the new Darby will stand against the rest of the AEW figures exactly how the first one did. But if you want to have a better look at that, you can go ahead and check out my Series 3 Unrivaled review of Darby Allin. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the Unmatched Series 1 Darby Allin? I think this is a fantastic figure. I think the paint deco on the figure was executed very well. There really isn't any sloppiness. He's got the updated arm tattoo. He's got a brand new head sculpt, which looks pretty good. And he comes with a black version of the TNT Championship belt, which looks really nice. Now, when I was posing him, I did notice something that I forgot to mention, mainly because I didn't catch it. But his right hand does not feature the letters that spell out drug. Whereas you can see Series 3 has that. So I'm not sure if this was an issue that is appearing on all the Darby figures or if it's just mine, but be aware of that. But aside from that small issue, I really love this figure. I think it's worth picking up. I think it's an improvement over the original, and I think it would be a great addition to your collection. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. If you want to have a chance to get a shout out in the next video, just leave a comment down below. Just like all these fine individuals that left a comment in response to me saying in the last video, if anyone would be interested in me giving a tutorial on how to fix loose joints. So shout out to Nick Storm Review, SFG, Storm's Elites, and Aslan Fulgore. So in the next couple weeks, I will work on that video. First, let me just get through the Unmatched Series 1. Then once I'm done with that, I can show you guys how to fix loose joints. Follow me on social media and keep up to date with all my wrestling figure photography. And I'll see you next time.